All right, good morning, Mr. and Mrs. Archibald. I just wanted to give you guys a quick little update on the house before we go into the holidays here. I'm sure you guys are excited to see the house. I'm not sure if you've had the opportunity to get by the house yet, but in any case, let's get you guys inside. But first I want to start outside. As you can see, we've got siding on the house. A lot of the questions I get at this point in time are, is this the final color of my house? I promise you no, that's not the final color. This is actually hardy plank, and this is the way it always comes. That's the natural color of the actual hardy board itself. So as you can see, we are actually getting ready to start paint. So as we go into next week, you're actually going to see paint on your actual house. As you can see up here at the fascia, they're getting everything taped off and putting plastic on there so we don't get paint on all that stuff. So exciting stuff. We're going to have paint on the outside of the house next week. As we move to the inside of the house, you can see we've got sheetrock up. So the sheetrock is always a 5-day process for us. The final task of sheetrock is sanding all this stuff down. So they've got that done, which tells me we are ready to start primer. So let me unlock that door real quick for us and I'll get you guys inside. Hopefully my key works on this lock. These are always construction locks right here. These aren't the final hardware that go on the house, so don't worry there. Those are just temporary locks to keep people out of the house. And as we get power released to the house, we just don't want anybody getting inside potentially harming themselves. So, all right, now the fun part. So hopefully the house looks a lot different than last time you guys have seen the house. We've got a lot accomplished up to this point. We've got the trim work completed throughout the house. We've got the interior doors done. So you should see all the interior doors. We got the cabinets installed. Sink is installed. This is the way the kitchen is looking currently. Looks like they still have to add all the hardware for us on these cabinets though. Typically they already have that done during the cabinet install, so I'll be reaching out to the cabinet installer to find out what his delay is there, but cabinets are looking great. Really excited to see how this turns out. You guys are the first people to actually get this hood here installed. I think it's really, really cool looking in between those two windows. So I'm really excited to see how this turns out for us. Also, stuff like this is stuff that I'm looking for right here. So, you know, I go through and do my walkthroughs. Obviously this right here, we got that trim underneath the window. The trim installer should have actually cut that out to be able to accommodate our outlet and plate in there. So looks like he just got a little bit lazy on me. This is that chairs and squares option that we have here for you guys. So the entire dining room here has the chair rail installed. One of my favorite parts so far about the house is the wood baluster you guys have here. They did an excellent job on the install here. This is a really nice feature. Something you typically don't see is these newel posts right here. These are a little bit bigger than what you typically see, a little bit more decoration in those newel posts than you typically see. So definitely very, very sturdy posts. Those things ain't going anywhere anytime soon. And we'll take you upstairs. I'm just gonna walk into the foyer here, shut the front door. All right, so nice big cathedral ceiling here. Again, a really unique feature of these houses, pretty cool. We also have the chairs and square option here in the foyer entry. Also little stuff like this as we go through the process, we're gonna notice little nicks, scrapes, dings, and bruises. Stuff like that's pretty common. This one is actually just caused by the rough install of this door right here. A lot of times they don't get the hardware installed quite yet, and that door just happens to run into that wall sometimes, but don't worry, we're looking for stuff like that. We always get that stuff fixed later on down the road when we start doing our point up. But yeah, that's a quick little 360 of the downstairs, coming along pretty well. As far as next week, what we're looking at moving into is rough paint. So they're gonna start on the outside of the house. They're gonna get the exterior paint done. Then they're gonna move their way inside and do the high build primer. So what that does, that's gonna kick off about a 5-day process for rough paint. If you remember from the build quality introduction, once we get that rough paint done, that essentially gives us the go ahead to release power to the house. And that officially starts our step 6 of the build quality experience, if you remember that. and that's all the fit to finish work. So we're about to be very, very busy in here. And again, it's gonna be organized chaos. So we're gonna have about 10 different trades in here doing their thing, getting all their finish work installed as far as electrical fixtures, plumbing fixtures, the whole 10 yards. So definitely gets pretty busy in here. We also will be measuring for your countertops today or Friday, I'm thinking. So we can get ready to install your countertops. That's gonna get installed right after rough paint is completed. We're looking at the master shower here right now. Just got the tile finished yesterday, so they're gonna actually come in and grout that once they come in and actually do our floors here. And again, that's another task that actually happens after rough paint's completed. This is that little water closet. Hopefully you guys can still see everything okay. I know it gets a little dark, but bunch of storage space here in the master. Pretty neat. You got a linen closet right here, and you got another linen closet right here. Take you across to the guest bedrooms, laundry room, and bath here. They will be installing tile here today, hopefully. We'll be reaching out to them to find out if they're still good for their install. But that is that tile surround tub shower. Looking at the laundry room here, coming along quite well. This is also where we locate your structured wiring panel. And then you have your guest bedrooms. Really cool feature, I think, also is these doors. Typically you see those slider doors, but in this community we're actually doing the magnetic double doors. Pretty cool. All right, then we got the last bedroom here. Again, walk-in closet. All right, well, that's kind of a rundown of what we've been up to and then what we're looking forward to doing next week. Of course, if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out, call, text, shoot me an email. Other than that, I hope you guys have an excellent holiday coming up here for Thanksgiving. We will be back to work on Monday, but if you shoot me any questions, calls, texts, I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If not, today, I will get back to you guys on December 2nd when everybody comes back to work. Other than that, I will see you guys on the next update.